Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I have the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. If I can move this so you can see it. Information here on this side gives you schifferbooks.com. It's a 2016 deck, I believe. So if you want to search that out, you can do that. If you want to, of course. Yeah, that's there. I thought so. Supportive Oracle Cards. Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. It's a 2013 deck. Hayhouse.com, HAYHOUSE.com was the website back in 2013. I don't know if that website's still active, but I'm very confident that the business, the publisher, I want to say, what you would call them, they're still active. Because they do calendars still. Like they do witch calendars and stuff like that. So, what do we have for Capricorn? We have, okay. Right, so for your side is good. I don't know what's going on with what you're dealing with here. Your side is good. I'm already like perplexed because it seems like somebody seems like they're your ally, but maybe they're not. All right, I'm slowly flipping over a couple. Yeah, no. You're giving something a chance, right? So you're giving something a chance. Something. Doesn't have to be a person. This seems like it should match you, but this is the challenge card you're dealing with. The Hierophant, which sometimes talks about Taurus energy. Not that you're dealing with a Taurus, but the reason I'm mentioning that is like that energy most of the time is very compatible with Capricorn. You know, they're very, you build what you build, you do what you do, you go by the plan, you do what you're supposed to do, you say you're going to do it, you get it done. You don't just say things and walk away. You don't do things randomly. You don't just fly by the seat of your pants. You have a plan. You follow the plan. You take care of the plan. So this is something that looks like it should be. But I'm getting here is that something is coming off like it matches, but in truth, the cupboard's bare. Like they're saying, oh, I got all this going on, but when you look deeper, there's nothing there. So, and you're not like, I don't see you like just taking it at face value like, oh, they're saying it's there, so it's there. I feel like it's more like, oh, they're saying it's there. Maybe it is, but I'm not going to bet the house on it. I feel like you're going more forward, like they're saying it's there. If it's there, great. But I'm going to plan as if it's not. I'm going to plan as if it's not. That way, if what they say is there, we can add that in. It'll just be that much better. But I'm going to plan as if it's not. I'm not going to depend on it because I need to see proof, and I haven't seen any. So I'm going to plan as if it's not really there. And if they bring it in, great. It'll just be that much better. That's fine. Because you're not going to put yourself behind the 8 ball just out of wanting to believe in somebody. You're hopeful. And if it happens, great. I'll make that work. But, you're planning as if it's not. You're ready. And I'm getting like, as it keeps going forward, because you're the one putting it together, there is a little anxiety around you. Like literally the anxiety card is here because I think you want to believe in this person or situation. You want to believe in it. You want to. The anxiety is not about, what you have to do. It's more about whatever the situation or person is doing. You're seeing the signs that they're going to disappoint you. And you just don't want them to disappoint you. Because I feel like when they start off pretty good. But they're starting off at a run. And it's kind of like, you're looking at this, kind of like watching somebody start off a marathon sprinting. You're like, oh, I understand they're very excited, they're very gung-ho, but they're going to run out of, they're going to, oh, no. You don't sprint a whole run. Not a marathon, no. Like, because you're seeing it and you're like, oh, I don't like how they're starting this. This doesn't look right. I think that's the anxiety right off because you're watching it and you're like, they're saying there's a lot there, but the way they're running their life, that doesn't really match what they're saying. They're trying to put the good foot forward. They're trying to like put a very good presentation in the beginning. They're trying to put their best foot forward. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they're probably doing what I was just doing, putting my foot in my mouth. Not saying what I'm supposed to. Because I feel like they're going to trip on themselves. I feel them tripping and not doing well with this. I do feel them tripping up. And I feel like you're seeing it fairly quickly. Now, you do seem to like this energy, and there's a camaraderie here, but just because you like this person or situation, you know, it's still, you're not going to put yourself behind the 8 ball for that either. Like, I'm not going to do that. I feel your energy going, yeah, I'm not going to do that. You're taking care of yourself. You also see as they fall and they screw up, you're adjusting, you're moving things around, but you were already kind of like planning that anyway. You were hopeful, but you're like, I planned it this way anyway in case it wasn't going to be there, and it's not there. So you're just handling it the way you need to handle it. And it's going well, but I feel like you're still kind of like, oh, I really hope they figure out what they're doing wrong and they fix it. You got anxiety, like you feel bad for them. Like they're not hurting you. I don't think they're hurting you. You just kind of feel bad for them, like, that's not good. What they're doing is not good. But they're not hurting you. You planned better than that. Now I do see them, it's not going to be long before they fall flat on their face. And the empty cupboard will be quite evident, obvious, right out there in the middle. Like they'll see it. And I feel like they're going to come forward and they're going to have to admit, like, I can't make it. I got a cramp. I don't feel well. I'm barfing. I'm dehydrated. I can't do this run. I got half a mile into it and I'm exhausted. I can't. And a marathon's like what, 27 miles? 25? Is it 25 or 27? I don't know. It's a lot. So you get half a mile and you're kind of out, or you're kind of like, I don't think I can go any farther. You're kind of, yeah. They're going to have to admit it. And they're coming forward and they're telling you that. They are admitting it. Like, I mean, it's obvious anyway. So might as well own up to it. It's obvious anyway. And they do. What do we have? Okay, so you might step in with this. Now, I know it says the man holding a coin, but don't get caught up in the gender. I just feel like you're kind of like, all right, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I have to keep going. I feel like that's your energy. Like, I have to keep going, but why don't you do this while I'm off doing what I need to do, and you can kind of get yourself together. I feel like you're telling them a better way to do things. You're giving them, like, some type of direction. I feel like I don't know if you're saying it. Who knows? You might be. I can't sit here and babysit you, but here's some ideas. Here's some books to read. Here's something you can do. Here's a direction you can start working. I almost feel like this is when a parent goes away, like they're going to go and get some errands done, and they're like, you know what? If you just get the garage cleaned up while I'm gone, I'll help you do some of the other stuff later, but you got to clean up the garage or I'm not doing anything for you. So if you want to go to the mall later, if you want somebody to drop you off, this garage better be cleaned by the time I get back. I'm going to be a couple hours, and that's more than enough time. So if you want my help, you got to do your part. That's what I'm kind of feeling. Like you're giving them something to do to put themselves back on track. And I feel like when the Four of Swords is here, the healing I'm getting is like you're kind of giving them a chance to show you that they can do a little better here. So you're like, here, do this while I'm busy. Because I got things I got to do. I can't just sit here and babysit you. So you do what you got to do. If you can achieve that, which there's no reason you can't, the only reason you wouldn't achieve that is because you don't want to. And if you don't want to, I don't have time for this. But if you want to make this better between us, you do this stuff and I'll be back. And you're giving them a chance to make it right. Are they doing that? I'm getting they are. I'm also getting, like, one of the reasons they're doing it is because they're really embarrassed that they failed. Like, I'm getting, like, this is a face plant where you run and jump and then bam, like, into the pavement, like, you land on your face. Like, bam, like, it's bad. Like a running jump in the air and you just, poof, face plant hard on the pavement. Like, I feel like they're very embarrassed, and they really do want to make it up. They don't want you to see them as a complete failure. And they're kind of like, I made myself look like a jerk in front of the Capricorn. I don't know how they'll ever trust me with anything again. You're giving them a chance to pull it around, and I feel like they will do very well with that. For some reason, they're trying to make sure you know about this, that this person or situation does seem to have some guilt. So even if it's a situation, like how can a situation have guilt? Because it's like if it's a work situation, like somebody notices that like this was supposed to work out one way, it worked out a different way, but you still were honorable and did what you had to do, and that needs to be, recognized. So that might be, because I'm like, how would a situation honor that? But I'm getting like there's this energy where you have to be honored for doing what you were supposed to be doing, and you did, and that energy is there. So in one respect or another, your energy is being honored. Because I'm getting the Four of Wands, like this will come together at the end in your favor. I think a lot of this is going the right way because you planned as if it wasn't going to work out anyway, so it didn't really tick you off. Now, if this went the other way and you were, depending on this working out correctly, this would have had a whole different flavor to it. But you planned it very well, is what I'm getting. Because of that, this has a chance to really solidify, and you will get extra out of this. And it's almost kind of like, I wouldn't say it was, I don't know if it's fair to call it extra. It's kind of, you're going to get out of this what you should have got out of this anyway. You might look at it as extra, kind of like, again, you weren't planning to get this bonus or whatever this was coming in. But once you do what you need to do, you're honored the way you should be honored, and you will get extra out of this. So I feel like you might look at it like it's extra. Like, yeah, I wasn't planning on it, so technically it's extra. Like that, if that makes sense. I don't know. Anything else here? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you would like to see the donation information, that's below as well. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.